My name is Daniel, and I'm 24 years old. I was in my fourth semester at college, feeling a little lost. I had just moved to the city, away from my family and friends, and everything felt new and different. I was trying to find my place, but college life was harder than I expected. The classes were tough, and I was struggling to meet new people. One day I saw a flyer on the bulletin board for a Spanish class. I had always wanted to learn a new language, and I thought, why not? It'll be good for me. I signed up without really thinking too much about it. The first day of class came, and I walked into the room a little nervous. I didn't know anyone, and I wasn't sure how I would do with the language. The class was small, with only about 10 students. As I sat down, the door opened, and in walked the teacher. Her name was Ana Morales. She was 27 years old, long, black, straight hair, and warm, kind green eyes. She smiled as she introduced herself, and there was something about her smile that made me feel at ease right away. "Welcome, everyone," she said in both English and Spanish. "I'm excited to be teaching you this semester." Her voice was calm and friendly, and I could tell she was passionate about the subject. But what really caught my attention was the way she taught. She didn't just talk at us, she made the class feel alive. She encouraged us to speak and ask questions. She used games, songs, and even stories to make Spanish come to life. I quickly found myself looking forward to her class. She had a way of making even the most difficult grammar rules seem easy. And every time she smiled, my heart skipped a beat. At first, I didn't think much of it. I just admired her as a teacher. But over time, something changed. One afternoon, we were having a group discussion in Spanish about cultural differences. I wasn't doing well. My Spanish was shaky, and I was afraid of saying something wrong. But Ana noticed and came over to help. She gently corrected me, smiling as she did. "Don't worry," she said. "You're doing great. Mistakes are part of learning." Her kindness made me feel better, and for the first time I felt confident enough to keep trying. That moment stuck with me, and over the weeks I started to feel something deeper. Every time I saw her, my heart raced. I couldn't deny it anymore. I was falling for her. Of course, I knew it was complicated. She was my teacher, and I was just a student. I told myself to keep my feelings in check. But every time we had class, I couldn't help but feel drawn to her. She was smart, kind, and passionate about her work. One day after class, I stayed behind to ask a question about the homework. As we spoke, I couldn't help but notice how beautiful she looked when she laughed. "You're really doing well in this class," she said, her eyes lighting up. "Keep it up, okay?" I nodded, trying to keep my composure, but inside, my heart was beating faster than ever. "Thank you," I said, smiling a little too widely. After that day, I started to find reasons to stay after class, even when I didn't have many questions. I just wanted to talk to her more, to be close to her. I felt like I was in a dream, unsure of what I was doing, but unable to stop myself. Then it was the last class, and the room was filled with a mix of excitement and a little sadness. Ana Morales, our Spanish teacher, stood at the front of the class, her warm, kind green eyes scanning the group of students one last time. She began by thanking everyone for their hard work and encouraging us to continue practicing Spanish. As she spoke, I couldn't help but feel a lump in my throat. Over the past few months, Ana's kindness and passion for teaching had not only helped me improve my Spanish, but also made a huge impact on my life. I knew I couldn't let the semester end without expressing my gratitude. When class was over, most of the students waved goodbye and left, but I stayed behind, holding a small gift in my hands, a neatly wrapped box with a bow on top. Inside was a journal with a Spanish quote I had written on the first page. "La vida es un viaje, y cada día es una página en tu historia. Life is a journey, and each day is a page in your story." "Ana," I said, my voice a little shaky as I approached her desk. She looked up and smiled warmly as she always did. "Yes, Daniel," she asked. I wanted to say thank you for everything. You've been such an amazing teacher. I've learned so much from you, not just about Spanish, but about believing in myself. I also brought you something, just a small gift to say thank you. I handed her the box and she looked genuinely surprised. Daniel, this is so thoughtful, she said, opening it carefully. When she saw the journal and read the quote, her eyes softened. This is beautiful. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. You deserve it, I said, feeling a little more confident now. And before I go, can we take a picture together? I'd like to remember this moment and everything you've done for me. Her smile grew wider. Of course, she said. We stood together by her desk, and I held up my phone to snap the photo. It captured her kind smile and my gratitude perfectly. Before leaving, I turned to her and said in my best Spanish, Gracias por ser una maestra increíble. Nunca olvidaré lo que me enseñaste. Thank you for being an amazing teacher. I will never forget what you taught me. Her expression softened even more, and I thought I saw a hint of tears in her eyes. Daniel, tus palabras significan mucho para mí. Nunca dejes de aprender. El mundo necesita personas como tú, she replied. Daniel, your words mean so much to me. Never stop learning. The world needs people like you, As I walked out of the classroom for the last time, I felt a bittersweet mix of emotions. The semester was over, but Anna's lessons and kindness would stay with me forever. And the photo we took, it became one of my most cherished memories, a reminder of a beautiful teacher who changed my life. What I couldn't say to her then was how deeply I had grown to care for her. Anna wasn't just a teacher to me, she was someone I admired, someone who had unknowingly captured my heart. Though I knew my feelings would remain unspoken, they added a layer of meaning to every smile, every kind word she had shared. Loving her from afar taught me about the beauty of quiet, unselfish affection, and it's a feeling I will carry with me always. Her words stayed with me. I realized that even though my feelings for her might never turn into anything more, I had learned something important. I had learned about passion, not just for language, but for life. Ana Morales had shown me the importance of pursuing what you love and not being afraid to make mistakes along the way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. See you soon.